Hey everyone, I'm Damien Holbrook from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I'm here with the guys from The Boys. We've got Jack
Yeah!
we've got Antony Starr, and we've got Eric Kripke. All right, so congratulations. First season was so great. Like you, especially in a world where there are so many superhero shows. We've reached saturation point, but this show just flipped the bird at that stuff. Eric, how much fun is it to get to take such a beloved genre and really just mess it up?
It's a metric ton of fun. I mean, it's we get to, there's so much of it everywhere that, there's an endless amount of targets you can hit. And I would say the show works today in a way it would have never worked 10 years ago. The elevator pitch on the show is Marvel is real. And that's not a pitch that would have worked in 2005, 2006, even 2010. So it's been a blast. I would also say, though, that not only do we get to take aim at superheroes, but the superheroes have been a really durable metaphor for where authoritarianism and celebrity intersect. And so the real joy was we went all into it saying, let's take the piss out of superheroes. The kind of beautiful moment of discovery was realizing how many other things we could target as well.
Corporate America and capitalism.
Yeah, exactly. So the more the more we dug, the more we could do. It was awesome.
And it seems like in season 2, there's a really interesting power flip, because by the end of first season, we really thought Homelander was like, he was just the mastermind and this guy could not be effed with. But we find early on in season 2, he may have a big problem on his hands in the form of a new character. How is that for you playing somebody who now kind of has not all the control?
I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of internal searching for me to try and figure out, okay, how do we do this? How do we take this guy that we now know quite a bit about, flip it on its head and keep new and interesting ideas coming up? And that was one of the things going into season 2. That Eric, you stipulated right from the outset, is that everyone's going to be pushed and challenged in different ways. Mm-hmm. And it was really, they hired a little friendly pit bull in Aya Cash, who came in really. I mean, yes, he's the babyface assassin, man, and she came in and really rocked the boat. And it was challenging from an artistic perspective, but also from the character's perspective. So it was a huge amount of fun, but sometimes that's pretty head-scratchy fun.
And you also have Giancarlo Esposito coming in to really
another pint-sized assassin.
Yeah. And talk about being pushed and challenged, Huey.
Dear.
How often do you spend in hair and makeup getting just blood applied?
Oof, man. Well, I can't give too much away, but there was one episode this season where I remember with season 1, I would get covered in blood. It would all splatter on me, and then that would be the take, and then I would go back to the hair and makeup trailer. There were days this season where I would start the day having blood applied on me with precision by the hair and makeup team to try to match the blood from the day before. So I'm spending weeks in blood, days in blood for season 2. But I don't know how much time it took, but it's not like prosthetics or anything, but you're just in a very sticky situation for a very long day.
There was a pretty amazing incident that happened after we all come in for different scenes during the day, and I came in later on in the day, and I was heading to set, and I saw Jack Quaid coming out of the trailer, and he'd been trying to clean the blood off, but they'd run out of hot water, and I've never, because Jack's right. Jack Angry is hysterical, because he came out and he was seriously pissed because he had to have a cold shower, and it was, he's sticky and tired and miserable. And
it's like the one day I've ever been truly pissed on this set, because it's amazing. But I was just I've spent all day. Sorry, Anthony, go ahead.
That's okay. No, your version of truly pissed is just it's like a toddler who dropped his lollipop.
It's like
Huey.
He's like, hey, come on.
No, it's true. He's so nice. He's just such a nice guy. Like, it's just so good it was him, because he came out going, guys, it's really, I don't want to make a deal of this, but I really need warm water when I shower, when I'm covered in blood.
They shower off the blood.
Hey, relax, Jack. Slow your roll there, buddy.
That probably helped in keeping the misery that Huey is in a lot of this second season, because I've seen the first 2 episodes already, and there's no breaks on the horizon for this guy.
Oh no, he is definitely in the lowest possible. That's what I love. How Eric, I love how you started Huey off this season. I just love that he is like physically very low underground, and he is just like I say this a lot. I think like if season 1 Huey was all about anxiety, season 2 Huey is all about depression, because he is just going through it, and you know, when Butcher comes back, there's this kind of sense of like, I'm just trapped in this situation with these people, you know, and it was a very fun, and maybe fun's the wrong word. I don't know. I had fun with everyone. It was good to see everybody again, but it was a very challenging aspect. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, no, you know, and I think because they both have touched on it, like that was all very intentional.
Yeah, of course.
We really wanted season 2. Like, the mantra was always, we don't want it to be bigger, we want it to be deeper, and we want to challenge every character. And we literally played the game in the writer's room of what is the toughest thing we could put each character through this season, and then we do it. You know,
Absolutely.
so for Huey, it was losing Annie. For Homelander, it's losing respect in the spotlight because of Starlight. Because of Stormfront. You know, for Butcher, it's, you know, losing his wife and his purpose. And so, you know, so there it was, and everyone really beautifully rose to the challenge, because we said everyone is going to be thrown on their heels this year, because we want a show that people will say, wow, season 1 was really fun, but wow, they really went deeper and harder in season 2, and these guys pulled it off beautifully.
So you have the 2 teams, and for the most part, they very rarely intersect, except for Butcher and Homelander. Do we get to see any more intersections?
Sure. Yeah. No, I think they do. There's I'd say there's significantly more crosses this year than there were last season.
And how do our non-soup team, you know, how do they feel once they actually have to go up against these Compound V empowered people?
Huey.
Ooh, Huey. You better always say it exactly like that from now on. I will nothing less. I will expect nothing less.
Done.
Done deal. It's going to be written like that, like in my lines. Huey. We're terrified, obviously. I think that, you know, in episode 1, Huey in particular has a drive to kind of finish what the group started. They ended last season, you know, at a low point. They essentially lost. And, you know, even though Huey got MM and Frenchie out of the Vought prison, they lost. And now they're underground and people are looking for them. But Huey is the one person saying, like, okay, if we just take this one step further, maybe we can get back to our normal lives. So it's going to be hard, and it's going to be difficult. It's going to be terrifying. But they're trying to make some sense out of the mess they're in.
Okay. And Anthony, so Banshee pushed the envelope. That really, I mean, it upped the violence. It upped like what we could see. This show just like takes it to the next level. There are moments in just the first 2 episodes. Like, first year, it was like, oh, this is not for kids. This show is not. This may not even be for adults. There's a moment in the first episode where I was like, I had to go back and rewatch it. I'm like, did that just happen? Was that good training for you on Banshee to do this and be like, yes, that makes absolute sense?
Well, here's the wonderful thing about this show is I don't get beaten up every episode. I don't get covered in blood every episode, and I don't have cold showers and, you know, all that rigmarole. No. Honestly, it was. I mean, Banshee was great. It was, you know, the first show that I'd done in the States, and it was an amazing opportunity, and it was a really fun show. And actually, it's been really interesting. A lot of there's been quite a cross-pollination with the fans. Like the people that like Banshee are really migrating over and really enjoying The Boys, because there is a lot of similar elements. Obviously, I'm not involved in the same way, in the same context, but it's a fun show. But in the same way as Banshee, I look at the violence and the craziness in the show, and it's funny. There's always an element to the violence that is not. It's not. Oh, I can't watch that. There's a heightened reality that obviously that the universe is the show is set in, and that kind of allows you to dip into these crazy, nutty sequences, but still feel safe and still feel okay to watch it, and not like, oh. Okay, I need therapy after this.
It sneaks up on you. Like the opening sequence of the premiere, it's like, what? Like, so much fun. And that's the thing. It's like, there's always fun to this show. So I want to thank you guys for that. It's one of my favorite shows to recommend to people who can handle it.
Right on. Thanks.
So congratulations. Season 2 looks awesome. And hopefully I will talk to you guys once all of this craziness ends and you're back in production, okay?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.